stop, the Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dudes and Luxurian South Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
Hey, you must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend then.
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own two eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the angel, he's the leading expert in all of the wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it is.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead at least.
Right.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true! Everyone! You aren't from around here, are you? I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Ghazal.
I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla.
I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our chocobo legend, right?
You mean the one about a sacred white chocobo that appears at the end of the world?
That's the one. Some of us call that chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger, a signal that it's over at last.
That's something to pray for?
Oh yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things. living off the land, growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want.
And that's why the white chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is gonna be over at last.
Right. But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the Wildlands, the white chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etro, the goddess of death. They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist.
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know. The angel is a tempestuous chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately have never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady. You may be the one, if you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one, but rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the chocobo's chosen master will be led by the chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges, the temple of Etro herself.
You mean the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos royals, the great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath the temple. Do you think it could be true? Does the Order know anything about it?
No, I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world, from Valhalla itself. When it still stood in Valhalla, it was responsible for sealing away a power, the one that now consumes the world. Something inside that temple is the source, the thing that created the chaos. 500 years ago, it let loose the chaos we see now, but it seems to have been dormant since then. No one knows why.
And you think it's waiting in the temple? This great chaos, that's the source of it all?
It's certainly possible. Perhaps this legendary chocobo will take you there.
Or maybe it won't. But either way, someone's asking for me. And I think it's time I answer. Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he had to fight to protect something.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you. You're bleeding heavily. We have to stop it.
chocobo. What happened here?
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah! Yep! Oh!
It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopus Farms, now!
Yes,
I won't let him die. Of that you have the word of Dr. Gizal. Stop loafing around! Quickly!
Hey, Hope. Do you really think that was a chocobo?
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looked like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo? Maybe you just need a friend, Light.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll follow the doc back to Canopus Farms.
I'm sorry. Dr. Gazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait here.
Some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, good.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal. Not only because of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together. But why? It made no sense. Hang on.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
Is he all right?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Listen to me. He's half-starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem. We've tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. And the fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the Angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
Is this all right?
Well, it looks like he recognizes you as his master. As long as we keep providing him with feed, he should recover. I say we, but of course I mean you. He will not accept help from anyone else. He has to be your responsibility and yours alone.
If I do it, will he recover?
I would bet my reputation on it. This is the bird of legend. You're destined to ride him to the fountainhead of the chaos.
A presence appeared in the temple, and the chaos reacted to it. Is someone manipulating the chaos somehow? Or does it actually have a will of its own? The chaos in that temple is not the normal kind. That is obvious enough.
Who are you looking for? What are you trying to do? There are no souls here for you to save. Just dead people, waiting for the end to come.
I knew it.
You know nothing. You don't know what this place is. But I do.
It's a graveyard for the living dead. No one here seeks your salvation. We seek only oblivion.
So, we meet again, Caius Ballad.
It's been a while, woman who would be goddess. But you are no goddess now. You are a hunter of souls.
I thought you'd be dead by now.
Ah, death. Were it so. But they won't let me die. Instead, I must haunt these halls, a corpse living a life bereft of meaning. Savior, the temple of the goddess has become a shrine to chaos, a place for the dead. A world where the living dare not tread. But if they do, they must be ready to face the dead.
Hey! When you're inside this temple, you're going to lose your powers. You don't belong here. You should leave while you can.
Are you giving me safety tips? That's not like you.
So, you're, going after him. You must really hate him. Though I guess he did destroy the world, right?
Light, are you okay? Respond if you can hear me.
I'm fine, but it was a long fall. How far down am I? Can you tell?
You seem to be on the lowest level of the temple. Give me a second to find a route out. That was an unpleasant surprise, though. To think that Caius was still alive. I wonder, why would that man be trying to use the great chaos to thwart God's plans now? The line is full of noise. It's interference from the chaos. And it's probably not too good for your health, either.
In this dying world, nothing is more precious than time. Why do you waste it on me? Does my victory still sting? Do you seek vindication?
I'm not here to fight you. That won't wipe out the past.
So you're here as the savior, to offer me salvation.
It's for Yule's sake. She asked me.
I refuse.
I'm not asking for permission. The chaos here needs to be brought under control. I'm gonna do what Yule asks.
You think you know what she wants. Even if one you will praise for my salvation, another demands the opposite. Very well. Do your best, Hunter of Souls. Cleave the evil from me and save me, if you can. If you wish to have my soul. You must take it by force. You are the Hunter of Souls, but you cannot claim mine. Behold. Even if one Yule desires my salvation, another demands my rebirth. With each death and life, Yule's soul was splintered anew, the divided fragments melting into the ocean of chaos. She is one and many, a contradiction. When Yule pleads for my salvation, she speaks the truth. But at the same time, Yule cannot let me go. She must keep me here.
So Yule is never gonna let you go?
She is but a child. And a child needs to be looked after, especially when she is doomed to stay alone in the chaos. Yule is the unseen chaos, and the chaos will consume any world that it touches.
She was always cursed, from the very beginning.
Her power is too great, even if she wishes no harm. The very existence of the chaos must distort and warp reality. So tell me, Savior, in the world that God is building, can you welcome her with open arms? No, you cannot. It is a new future, and there is no place for her in it. We must stay here. The chaos is where we belong.
That's your plan? You'll stay here with Yule and be destroyed along with the world.
I am an empty shell. My soul is rotted away. I shall cast this body into the chaos. I shall be the shepherd of all the souls. Destined to wander the darkness, never to be reborn in the new world.
Is this how you hope to atone for what you did? Do you think you can wash away the sin of destroying a world? Yule. You want to be with Caius.
I want to stay.
If you don't want salvation, I can do nothing.
Now leave us, Savior. Do not confuse Yule any longer.
Got something to say? I made a promise. I told him I would meet again. There's a Yule who loved someone else too. I wonder what she wants. But you see now, right? Why time was distorted, why the world fell apart, why you got dragged into Valhalla? It was all because of the power of the unseen chaos. And the chaos came from that girl, reborn and splintered, generation after generation. From Yule. It's under control for now, but the chaos could burst out again anytime. So you won't save everyone after all. Do you think you can live with that?
I can't save someone who doesn't want to be saved.
Savior, can you hear my voice?
Yule. It was you I heard. You spoke to me when I arrived in the Wildlands.
I could see everything. I could see what you had to do here. So I called out from within the chaos. To all the people, past and future, I spoke to every person who would listen to me.
Right. The doctor and everyone else here. Bit by bit, you managed to tell the story. And And that story turned into a legend about the Angel of Valhalla, shared by everyone here. Then I owe you my thanks. I don't think we'd have found each other if it wasn't for you, telling that story.
I only pointed the way to your destiny. You and he have always been bound by the strands of fate, since long before you came to the Wildlands. See, he was always yours. Your steed, your knight, your champion.
You. It was you all along. A hell of a disguise. You had me fooled. Odin, my faithful friend. It's good to see you